You really made the right decision. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you really made the right decision. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, I'm confident in my choice. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I'm confident in my choice. Because that's where it starts. It starts with confidence in the decision or the choice that you make. Now, if this video is already confirmation to you and for you, drop in the comments and say confirmation. And if I speak to you or about you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, drop in the comments and say that's me. But are you the type of person who have a good heart, but at times make great decision, but allows that good heart to hinder the good decision that you make? Drop in the comments and let me know. And the decision that you just made, are you in a clarified position or in a space of clarity, yet you are second guessing yourself, maybe due to the people who are around you, due to your environment or your circumstances? All right, drop in the comments and let me know. And are you in a space to where you feel like you've made a good decision, but you still feel shameful about it? You still feel like a fool, or you feel like something was wrong about that good decision? Drop in the comments and let me know. So the reason why I ask these questions is because it's already confirming to me who I already know that you are. See, you really made the right decision. However, you are allowing environments, people, family, the current job, co-workers, friends, all right, your current circumstances to define who you are, what you do, or what you should be doing for the betterment of yourself. But Reno, they look really handsome. So what? Sometimes you got to leave those who look like Johnny Bravo. But Reno, man, she was a goddess. Sometimes you got to leave those who look like Little Mermaids. The point is that no matter how good a person look, how much the job pays, or how less the job pays, or what the benefits are, if it's not aligning with your spirit, and if you walked away from it, you made a good decision. You follow what I'm saying? So family, never feel like you have not made a good decision, especially when you know that it's going to, benefit the betterment of yourself or your unit. Does that make sense? Drop in the comments and let me know. But fam, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video. Y'all be sure to leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. How y'all doing, fam? What you got going on? We was on the Reno Speaks Riches channel earlier, and I got to say it for the record. Y'all know what I'm eating today. I'm eating some Chili's, right? I'm going to go out and get some Chili's. But what y'all eating today, man? What y'all got going on? What's for dinner, man? Let me know. I'm in your business. But outside of that, y'all, I'm doing good. I'm chilling. We're on the second channel once again, and we about to get right into it of how you know you really made the right decision or the right decision. Number one, y'all, is going to be this right here. They're still doing the same thing, all right? They are still doing the same thing. Oftentimes, y'all, when you are on the inside of that situational circumstance, you don't have a clear view of what you're going through because you've become accustomed to negativity. You've become accustomed to toxicity. You've become accustomed to a person doing the bare minimum. So it will literally take a person who's biased on the outside to tell you what you're going through. Okay, or a person who's just gonna keep it all the way funky, whether they're biased or not. The point is, y'all, is that when you make a good decision, or when you've really made the right decision, down the line it's gonna show. Because they're going to be still doing the same thing, drinking the same drink, smoking the same smoke. For instance, if you are in a relationship with a person or married to somebody and they have cheated on you one time or even multiple times, all right? I get it. You may be considering, you seeing these videos on social media, Facebook. You got to work hard for your relationship. Maybe you watching Tyler Perry shows, girl, you got to fight for your man. I get it. I understand it. However, The reality is you are teaching them how to treat you. And so it's best if you walk away. But it's difficult in the beginning because you're thinking to yourself that they may change. They may change. It's that little hope that you're hanging on to. It's that little hope that you are hanging on to. Well, as time progresses, guess what? You see that they still cheating on the spouse who they're with now. This is how you know you made the right decision because they're still doing the same thing. So sometimes, y'all, this will take space, this will take distance, and this will take time. You're not gonna always find out the next day, but sometimes, y'all, it don't take nothing but 30 days to see what a person's mind state is because they're not gonna change for nobody, not even you. Does that make sense, y'all? You really made the right decision. Number two, your vision is much clearer. All right? Your vision is much clearer. You remember what I just said, y'all? When you're in the midst of everything, when you're in the eye of the hurricane, you're not going to be able to see clearly all the time. You just can't because there's so much going on around you. You got emotions around you. You got real life surrounding you. Then you have your own feelings surrounding you. It's so many different things that can cloud your judgment. But if your vision have all of a sudden became much clearer, yeah, you made the right decision. See, family, it's almost like having glasses. Well, when you have glasses, you can see a lot better, whether you're nearsighted or farsighted. I don't really know how that works, but I do know that glasses is supposed to make your vision clearer, right? When you don't have glasses, what happens? You can't see, you're squinching your eyes. You got to open your eyes up, buckshot wide, okay? The point is, y'all, is that the problem have been solved, and yes, you have made the right decision once you've got those glasses, and if you can see clearer, it makes sense. And that's the same thing in life, y'all. If your vision is much clearer, you made the right decision, okay? Sex can cloud your judgment, all right? Affection can cloud your judgment. Not being around the right people who are motivating you, but motivating you to do the wrong things can cloud your judgment. All right. Temptation can cloud your judgment. The things that you like and love can cloud your judgment. But when your vision get much clearer, that lets you know that you've made the right decision. It's not foggy. Number three, y'all, pressure release. Okay. Pressure release. Once again, y'all, I'm going to go right back to cheating. If you're with a person and they're cheating, even if you haven't seen them, you just can feel it. Or maybe you've seen the signs, all right? It's going to be a lot of pressure on you. For some people, I'm not saying all, but for some people, they don't care about their pressure. You know what I'm saying? They already planning their exit. But the reality is, y'all, everybody don't have that mindset, and that is what it is. And that's okay, right? But when you're dealing with someone who you know is cheating on you, it's going to be so much pressure that you feel. You feel pressure when you go to work. You feel pressure when you close your eyes. You feel pressure when you're away from them. You feel pressure because you know they're doing something that they should not be doing. All right? You know they're doing something that makes you feel, like a jackass. I mean, you just know it. It's so much pressure. But when you leave that person, how you know you made the right decision is if you feel a pressure release. You don't have that same anxiety. You don't have that same, problem. You don't have that same issue mentally. You don't. It's a pressure release. And that's why people say, if you love me, you will let me go. That's a fact. Some people say, well, no, why would I want to leave something or let something go that I love? Selfishness. You have to be willing to let something go. All right. I'll say this, y'all. I love my dog that I had, a lot. And so much so to where I was willing to let her go. I was willing to let her go. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and abuse a dog or hurt a dog or kick a dog or do whatever, neglect the dog because I don't like her or because I don't like what she's doing. You get what I'm saying? You have to love something so much to where you're willing to let it go. And for those who are wondering, no, I was not abusing my dog, y'all. I'm just using an analogy, all right? Sometimes, y'all, you have to let something go, be great, be free, be better, be happy, all right? in order to make the right decision and in order for them to be better off. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes, y'all, people are better off without us. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you got to swallow it. It's a pressure release, okay, for both parties and most definitely for yourself. Number 4, y'all, they showed their true colors. Okay, they showed their true colors. Have you ever done something for somebody, like took them into your home? You know, you've given them game, advice, you've given them money, whatever the case is. And as soon as they get their money, as soon as they get their new home, as soon as they get their new whatever, it's almost like what you've done for them went down the drain. Okay, what you've done for them went down the drain. It's almost like if you had a family member who you gave some money to, right? And they always begging and asking for money, begging, asking for money. Well, time done progressed, and now it looked like they on their feet. It seemed to be they doing pretty well. Guess what? You done offered, or they haven't offered to buy you a burger. They haven't offered to give you $20. They ain't offered to give you $2. You get what I'm saying? They showed their true colors. So you made the right decision without, by not giving them more money. You made the right decision by not allowing them to come back into your home. You made the right decision by telling them no. They've already showed you their true colors, and they will do it again. Does that make sense, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 5 is going to be this right here, y'all. Alignment, okay? Alignment. If the decision you just made allows you to feel like you are in alignment, you are in a great position, okay? You are in a great position. So, for example, y'all know what my old apartment used to look like and where I was, okay? It was other opportunities I had to move in other apartment complexes that I was going to move to, but it just wasn't in alignment. So one of them was, I'm not going to say the name, but one of them was a spot that was in Midtown here in Atlanta, and I was really considering moving over there, but it wasn't in alignment because it had a psychic spot across the street. It had a swingers club right next door. It was in Midtown, so y'all know how those city vibes are. And it was like a club down the street, like a strip club, I believe. So it was not in alignment. I was around so much sin. Next door is a swingers club. So yeah, if you take your lady over there, you're going to have Tommy Long John waiting to get with your lady while you're there. Then you have strip club down the road. You got a psyche spot right here. It just wasn't in alignment. Okay, I don't want to sit over there in that energy. I ain't saying I'm too good, but I'm just saying I don't want to be around that. Okay, you never know what happens in clubs. People can start shooting. Now I got a bullet inside my apartment. You get what I'm saying? It was not in alignment. So yes, I made the right decision by not going over there, and I made the right decision by choosing to come over here. For those who don't know, I'm in a good area, right? Middle class area. Some would call it suburban area. It's a good area, all right? And on top of that, it's ducked off. It's in the cut, okay? I can go to the city if I want to, and then I can go right back in the cut. It gives me a country feel, okay? But that goes right back to making a really good decision or making the right decision. At that time, I felt like a fool. At that time, I felt like, man, I'm being difficult. At that time, I felt like I wasn't doing the right thing, all right? But I knew in my heart that this is not in alignment for me. So if I got to wait an extra 1, 2, 3 months, even 4, 5 months, I'm still going to tell them no, all right? Or even tell myself no, just so I can be glad that I told myself yes later down the line, all right? So the point is, y'all, is it has to be in alignment with your goals, with your values, with your beliefs, with, your unit, whatever it is, y'all. So, yeah, we'll do a recap and then we'll conclude this video. But number 1, y'all, they're still doing the same thing. They still cheating. They still drinking. They still hiring people and not paying them what they're worth. They still doing the same thing, whatever it is. Number 2, your vision is much clearer, all right? Number 3, pressure release. You don't feel that same pressure. Number 4, they showed their true colors. And number 5, y'all, alignment, all right? Alignment. Fam, be sure to get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie. Be sure to check out any one of my books, or you can book a one-on-one session with your boy. Like I said, y'all, catch you in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.